Today is a very special episode for us, episode 100. And with that, we're going to focus on a powerful tool that we all have inside of us, yet often forget to use in our daily lives: gratitude. Today, we'll focus on a bit of personal development and how shifting our mindset can have a transformative impact on shifting the results in our life. Are you ready to jump into this with me? Well, buckle up. Welcome to the Salon Scoop, a podcast by Salon S.O.S. I'm your host, Scott Moon, the founder of Salon S.O.S., and I'm obsessed with helping salon professionals live their best life. In this show, we shop talk all things salon to bring you real-life stories, debates, entertainment, and inspiration to help you find happiness and success in this beautiful industry. If you work in the salon industry in any capacity, this podcast is open to you. So set down your scissors or rinse out that toner and let's get into it. Hello, everyone in our podcast nation. Welcome to episode 100 of the Salon Scoop. Let's celebrate. Wow, what a journey it has been. I remember about 2 years ago thinking about ways to get more content out to more people. And I thought to myself, we should start a podcast. Just an idea. And it took about 6 months of brainstorming and researching everything under the sun. What industry podcasts already exist and what content do people want to hear about? How can we bring more value? And then seemingly basic things like, how do you actually record and publish a podcast, right? How do you upload it on all the podcast sites like Spotify, Apple Music, etc.? And what about a name? What should we call the podcast? I remember brainstorming this long list of potential options, researching it all. We spent hours researching different music clips that could be used for the intro and outro, researching content ideas, graphics, you name it. But finally, in February 2022, we released our very first episode, and here we are already at episode number 100. As we celebrate this milestone, I can't help but feel overwhelmed with gratitude for the incredible journey that we've been on together. Right? Everybody's a part of this. From our very first episode to now, it's been an amazing ride filled with insightful conversations, valuable lessons, and unforgettable moments. There's been laughter, tears, definitely a whole lot of aha moments. We've had the privilege of welcoming some truly amazing guests onto the show, experts in the salon and spa industry who have shared their knowledge, their experiences, their wisdom with us. Honestly, their contributions have enriched our podcast and inspired not only ourselves, but certainly our listeners, I hope. I'm so grateful for the people who eagerly accepted to participate in those early episodes when I was reaching out. And we had some huge industry icons from our very first episode with Wendy Belanger, to people like George Joa, Michael Cole, Sherry Doss, Sam Villa, Anna Pacito, just to name a few in our first few months of episodes. I can only say thank you for believing in us and our vision for this podcast. From the very beginning, this podcast has definitely been a labor of love, but none of this would have been possible without the support of you, our listeners, right? Salon owners, stylists, estheticians, all the wonderful salon professionals, right, who tune in each week. Your feedback, engagement, and support mean the world to us, and we are incredibly grateful for each and every one of you. You've helped us become one of the fastest growing podcasts in the beauty industry. If you're a loyal listener or even have found us recently, we would be extremely grateful if you took a moment to hit that subscribe button to follow future episodes, and especially if you would quickly rate and review the show. That helps us more than you know to continue to reach more industry professionals and grow the show so that we can continue to bring more great content. And you're probably noticing a theme of gratitude by now, right? Have you heard the saying that when you are grateful, you cannot be hateful. It's so, so true. Gratitude is a superpower that channels our focus on the good things in our lives, right? And when you focus on something good, well, when you focus on anything really, when you focus on something at all, it expands. So the more that we think about and appreciate the good stuff in our lives, the more of it that we get. I heard this really great line recently in another podcast that what we appreciate appreciates, right? So what we appreciate grows. So I have practiced the daily technique of recognizing and expressing gratitude for different things in my life. We'll touch upon this a little bit more in a bit. But I can't go further without taking a moment to express my deepest gratitude to the incredible team behind this podcast. It's not just me. For all the regular listeners, you know that Sarah Perrin is an active contributor on many episodes. Right? Her insights as a salon owner, a service provider, and marketing expert are invaluable. She and I have a lot of fun discussing, debating, sharing so many important salon topics. And then behind the scenes, many of you don't know Danny, but he works on all the post-production, from audio, video editing, to posting on all the podcast channels and YouTube. Their dedication, or their creativity and hard work have been instrumental in making this podcast a success, and I'm endlessly grateful for their support and commitment. And then lastly, in addition to our team and our listeners, I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to our clients, right, who trust us to support the growth of their salons and spa businesses through our digital marketing solutions. Whether you're a solopreneur or a multi-location salon owner, and everyone in between that uses our website service, our Google search engine service, our social media management, or our loyalty program services, your partnership means everything to us, right? Without that revenue, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. Right? We don't make money from this podcast. It's just purely bringing content and value. So we are truly, truly grateful for the opportunity to serve you, our clients, on all those services. And we do everything in our power to make sure that we deliver for you. Okay, I want to get back to talking a little bit about the power of gratitude. Because gratitude isn't just a fleeting emotion. It's a superpower that has the ability to transform our lives in profound ways. When we practice gratitude, we actually shift our focus from what we lack, right, complaining about what we don't have, and we're shifting it to what we do have, right, and being grateful and thankful for things that we do have in our lives. We become more mindful, more present, more appreciative of the beauty and abundance that surrounds us. And there are so many proven advantages to expressing gratitude, from improved mental health, self-esteem, stronger relationships, even enhanced physical health and sleep quality. So when you're feeling helpless, one of the best things that you can do to overcome it is to find a way to be more helpful, right? Find a way to act in service of others. When we do this, we are putting positive energy into the world, and the law of attraction eventually brings more of that positivity back to you. And the best part of it all, well, gratitude is contagious. So when we express gratitude, not only do we uplift ourselves, but we're also inspiring others to do the same. Right? It creates this ripple effect of positivity that can touch the lives of everyone around us. So here are a couple of techniques and ideas that I personally love and practice to help focus on getting more gratitude into my daily routine. And it starts, my first sort of technique is to start your day with a gratitude ritual. Right? Somehow as part of your morning routine, incorporate this. Force yourself to think of 3 things that you are grateful for. It just helps to set a positive tone for the day and helps you focus on the good things in your life. It sets good intentions as well. And again, when we are grateful, we can't be hateful, right? You cannot be angry and upset if you're focused on being grateful for the things that we have. And everyone can find 3 things each day. They just don't have to be huge, monumental things, right? Even when we're in the worst of times, right, and we're struggling through family health issues, personal relationship issues, problems with our children, whatever the case may be, you can always find at least 3 things, right? It can be that you have shelter over your head, access to clean water. Right? There's close to 1 billion people in the world that don't have this. And sometimes, it's just this change in perspective that can help us change our focus, right? It can be gratitude towards your senses, right? Touch, eyesight, hearing, smell, taste, right? The ability to smell the flowers, the ability to feel the warmth of the sun, the ability to listen to the birds chirping, right? It can be people in your life that you're grateful for. You get the picture, right? Find 3 things every single morning. Another fun idea is to keep a gratitude journal or a gratitude jar. This means actually writing down something that you are grateful for, either in a journal or on a piece of paper that you put into a jar. If you just write down 1 thing per day, after a very short time, you're going to have an entire list of things that you can reflect upon on a daily basis. In the case of the jar, this is kind of fun. When you're feeling down, or you're feeling lost or uninspired, you can pull one of the papers from that jar to remind yourself, right, and give yourself a boost of positivity. It just takes 1 brief moment of gratitude, and we can completely shift our perspective and mood. When I'm stuck in traffic, as an example, right, and I'm annoyed, get the road rage building up in us, right? I try to catch myself, recognize it, and shift my focus to some kind of gratitude. I feel grateful to have the means, the money to be able to afford a card in the first place. Right? I feel grateful that I have the full use of my arms, my legs, my eyesight to physically be able to drive. Not everybody in this world has that. And it's moments like that that shift my perspective about what's really, really important and allow me to relax a little bit and realize it's going to be okay, if I'm a little bit late for my meeting or my appointment or the game or the concert, whatever it is that I might be going to work, right? It changes the perspective and it helps. Okay, as we wrap up this episode, this special episode, I want to thank everyone again for your part in having this podcast to help salon professionals and make an impact in our industry. I'll leave you with a simple yet powerful message. No matter where you are in life, there is always something to be grateful for. So take a moment each day to pause, reflect, and express gratitude for the blessings in your life. Thank you once again for joining us on this incredible journey. Here's to 100 episodes of the Salon Scoop and for many, many more to come. If you have any ideas or suggestions for topics or guests you'd like to hear about or hear from, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Right? We create this content for you and want you to get maximum value. After all, you're choosing to invest your time to listen, and for that, we are extremely grateful. Until next time, stay grateful, everyone, and spread those positive vibes. Thank you so much for listening to the Salon Scoop podcast. This show is produced by Salon S.O.S, a digital marketing agency by industry professionals for industry professionals. If you want simple and affordable solutions for any of your salon marketing needs, such as websites, client loyalty, Google search rankings, social media, or more, come visit us at salonsos.ca or on Instagram at salon.s.o.s. If you want to hear more episodes like this and help us continue to bring the industry great content, it would mean so much to us if you would support us in one of the following ways. Either share this episode with one other industry professional, and rate the show on Spotify or write us a quick review on Apple Music. We want to hear your feedback. If you have follow-up questions or ideas for future episodes, please reach out. DM us on Instagram at solonis.s.o.s or hit us up on our website again at salonsos.ca. Again, thanks so much for listening. Now go get your hustle on, keep smiling, and we'll catch you on our next episode.